When we look at the looming towers of San Francisco, or even the classrooms of the University of Kansas campus, we must ask, what do these buildings say about our ideals, our values, about us? In an era of climate change and dwindling resources, this question becomes even more pertinent.
It means something to a lot of people. It's just protecting the world we live in and making sure we leave it for our kids.
Good for the planet, good for you.
It goes back to how we define green and us taking our power as individuals, as young people, as activists, or whatever you want to define yourself as, but really holding the line as to how green is defined and making sure that it is identifying that we are protecting and respecting the planet and the people, and that is what green means to us. If it's not that, then it's not green.
This question is so complicated because sustainable design is all-encompassing, from the layout of a city to the arrangement of a garden. Sustainable design means meeting the needs of the present while making it possible for future generations to thrive and meet their own needs. Of course, sustainable design has many benefits in the here and now as well.
People is not conserving and not saving, switching over to green and recycling and saving money on the PG&E bill. Basically, my house is not insulated and it's not registered, so I have trials and tribulations. I can't pay my bills sometimes, or you have to, because PG&E is going straight out the door. It's not weatherized, so I'm being in this class and teaching me how to work around that and make sure I'm saving.
These houses, at least when Habitat started building houses, they had a really loose interpretation of what green building was. But now with different regulations and standards, it's become a little easier to sort of define what green building means. And these houses that we're all looking at right now are all LEED certified. So that means that there is a very quantitative checklist that Habitat has to go through and comply with in order to call these houses green.
With all that green building and sustainable design have to offer, they still have a couple potential drawbacks. The most green or LEED certified homes might be more environmentally friendly, but they come with an added cost, thousands and thousands of dollars. Most truly sustainable innovations are available only to those with the most money, leaving those with fewer resources, those most affected by climate change, in the dust.
Jerry Brown, the Attorney General in California, used to be the mayor of Oakland, and he had this whole, his green justice program was, he made all these great green buildings, and not a few blocks from here. All LEED certified, great. Guess who can afford to live in them? No one.
How do we make green products affordable and available to everybody? And organics, even 5 years ago, were way more expensive. We have to keep pushing the prices down. And one of the things around solar panels is that who can afford solar panels?
Because Habitat is a low-income, affordable home builder, they don't have a lot of money to be able to spend on these kinds of things. So yeah, there's a lot of fancy different bamboo flooring and other kinds of finishes that you can put in your house that are more expensive, but you can also be LEED certified without all of the bells and whistles of fancy green building. There are things that they put in that cost more money. One of the things is the paint that's actually on the walls on the inside of the house and on the outside of the house. That paint is a recycled paint, and it's low VOC. VOC is volatile organic compounds. A lot of the families have been living in neighborhoods where there's poor air quality. A lot of their kids have asthma and other respiratory health problems. And paint, believe it or not, it off-gases for a long time after you paint the walls.
Still, green designers have created truly amazing and innovative buildings and products. Lemnis has developed lighting alternatives that last for years, including solar-powered lighting for developing countries.
They said they wanted something for their customers in Africa, and we said, this is ugly, but people there like it. So, who are we? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and this is what people like to see.
Mission Motors developed an all-electric motorcycle, capable of competing with the best of gas-powered engines.
The company's aim, in my mind, is not just to create electric motorcycles, but also to demonstrate to people that, hey, just because something is green or just because something is alternative energy doesn't mean that it's not an awesome product too that can compete with any other traditional product. And so that's been an important part of the way that we've always wanted to position ourselves and say, hey, look what's possible.
Pact manufactures an environmentally conscious version of a product everyone needs: organic underwear.
Everything that it was out there was oatmeal and heinous and, the kind of thing that looked like a yoga shop pooped it out. It was awful. We want to make products that people love, that express their values, and then most importantly that they need. Pact will never make shit the world doesn't need. Most of the environmental companies that you see, you have to ask yourself, is this something the world needs or not? And I assume most of you are wearing underwear.
Sustainable design literally saves the planet. In the future, green design has the potential to expand and thrive and engineer products that are accessible to all.